Lighting. Oh. Use that one. Ooh. So, this is going to be interesting. I've got a few truths to show because there's a lot of dark energies at play where they look into something and get everything wrong, upside down, manipulated in the head. Sorry, I'm just looking at the lighting in here. That's so weird. What's going on? Weird. What's going on there? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Is it that? I don't know. I think I've got lights that have gone off in here, and mind you, it's because it's a drizzly day. So, what I wanted to say was, I wanted to make sure you got. Now, don't know what we're waffling on about here. I want to play a bit of a video, and then I'm going to talk about the person I was talking about before, Melissa off Thoughts and Perception, because this isn't talking about her, and I know she'll be watching now because I know she watches my videos, and anyone off her channel that like to go and play ping pong. I don't play ping pong, I play slam dunk, right? This isn't getting at this person. I just think this person needs to realise what's going on with the light and dark. I'm not saying she doesn't know what's going on with the light and dark. I'm not saying she isn't an empath. I'm not saying she isn't intuitive, but you're going after the wrong people, and you are going through my videos and picking up what you can and putting it all over your comments, which I will show as evidence in a minute of one of the things you did lately, because you've got it all mixed up in your head and with the dark energy within you, and it's just ridiculous. And sometimes it's a bit of tough love for the truth to come. But I'll explain that in a minute. And to anyone who's sat there saying, you know, don't feed into her energy, it's not feeding into her energy because I don't. I get on with my life. It's the point of, with what's going on in the world, but it's not about that, Smith. With what's going on in the world, if we just had the attitude of like, you know, don't talk about it, things need to be talked about, don't do this, don't do that, let's sweep it under the carpet for another 200 years, especially what's been going on in the UK with the kids and stuff, it's still the same sort of thing. It's not getting swept under the carpet. I feel sorry for this person because they cannot stop focusing on me, and it's the biggest, it's stalkified, do you know what I mean? I don't mean it in a nasty way. It's like, oh my God, do you not know what you're supposed to be doing right now, going up to the winter solstice, of working on yourself like we're all trying to do? You're putting stuff out. People are probably sick of reading it, do you know what I mean? And you're just making yourself more, obviously, I don't know, not in a good form of energy, because you're too bothered focusing on me. You know, tug of war, yeah, and you're dividing. I don't know why you're trying to divide with me and this so-called community you keep going on about, but I will talk about that in a minute, and I will show you something after a little bit of this video with Magenta Pixie in and the two other ladies that were in, because I've been shouting out for ages, oh my God, I can see people waking up, oh my God, the light, there's more light, because there is, and this time's so beautiful. And I said the other day, and this person keeps going on about not validating herself, yet she is, because she keeps trying to put stuff up, because I keep putting things up in my post about the light and all that, and this first person feels like, it's like, I don't know, is it inferior, is it jealousy, I don't know, but that's how I sort of see it on my side, is, please see the post I made. Yeah, I think I saw it, but that's the thing, Smith, is, I've said before, you don't go in after somebody. It's a bit like Republicans versus Democrats, and try and stop someone doing their own path. As I've said before, we're all on our own path. This person's got a thing with, it all boils down to when she woke up years ago, and it's a bit like, how dare I wake up? It's a bit, it's just ridiculous. Hi, you know, and why are you trying to stop someone waking up? I said to the Reiki guy I went to the other day and my friend, when you see others waking up, it's not a thing of being jealous. It's, oh my God, I'm glad they're waking up and they will go through this and this and this and this and they come to this. But remember, there's still a lot of people who, no, I don't think we should leave them, Smith. That's your opinion, I've got mine. This isn't about attacking someone. She thinks it's about going on the attack because that's what she's trying to perceive to people when actually she's the one who did, I know it sounds a bit childish, she's the one who put the first video about smearing me, and she keeps telling people that I'm smearing her. She's the one who put a video out that I didn't even know about when she did it, saying Dolly is a deceiver, Dolly isn't for the light. That doesn't really matter because I know myself, I know what I'm doing. And then said she was going to leave it, and then she's carried on, and then she saw something the other day. Yeah, she did make the first punch. So if you're on the internet, Melissa, putting things up about people, a bit like what mainstream media do, expect, not a reaction, expect a response. I have all the right in the world to have a response, and this is why I'm going to give you a chance to air what you really think if you're going to take the challenge. We'll see, won't we? But this is just important. I think this is important to talk about because it's all about experiences, and this is an experience I'm having with someone who's trying to project their inner darkness on someone else because they're not happy. So what these people do, as she keeps calling me a narcissist, let's switch that back round, is they project their dark on someone else because they are not happy within. They don't take responsibility for them and themselves, wherever their life, whatever happened in the past, then they've not really obviously got over it, but they blame everyone around them because if they see somebody in a higher vibration, they like to bring them down. Because negative energy, dark energy, feeds off the light. Negative and positive. Guess what, people? When you have a battery and a charge, you need negative and positive. I am not a starseed light worker who sits down, bows down and goes one love, one love. Yes, it is about one love and we do come from one source, but I am not one of them, as in the dark side. I chose to stand on the good side. I am not a paedophile or this, that and the other, that side are. If you're sort of talking in 3D, like Republicans and Democrats, as in the whole Trump and Biden thing, that's another problem she has with me. There is an actual dark side playing out that are not from the one, if you get what I'm saying. But I'm just going to play this video because it explains it very well with 3 other people talking about it. So, you know, yeah, there's demons. There is demons everywhere. So I'm not afraid to talk about this because this person obviously wants it because she keeps going on about it. So I'm going to give her the opportunity to put her money where her mouth is. Because this is what she said. She said she wanted to do a video to end it all. She said she wanted to do a live video. Well, Melissa, I would love to come on a live channel, which I know someone who could do it as a moderator, someone who just sits in the middle, and you know them too. And I will ask that person if you want to take up the challenge, not to have an argument, not to say who's better than the other, because it's not about that. It's about people going on the path and just spreading the light. That's what this time is about. For you to come on there with me, and you can tell everyone what this abuse is that I've apparently done to you. And then I'll come up with, you know, my side of the story, because there's nothing been going on as far as I'm concerned, apart from the bit of thingy lately because you can't drop it. And hopefully that'll make you heal. Yeah, Archons, exactly. A lot of people with Archons attached to them. And we'll see. And then, you know, if you can prove everybody that this thing that I've been doing to you is there, and if we do a live chat, everyone can join in from all sides and see, you know, what your evidence is and what this big thing is about trying to divide and all this community stuff you keep going on about. And that's what we can do. And then hopefully that will be it. You know, you've got your point across, I've got mine for everyone to see. You know, not just putting little videos up and having your people in your chat just commenting because that's what they believe, because that's what they see, because that's what you're telling them. We can just have a calm chat about where all this stuff is coming from. You know, you keep telling me that you've got people emailing you, people saying this. What people? So I'm going to play this video and I think you'll understand, because like I said, yeah, energy vampires. All I've been saying lately is bringing positive vibes. Doesn't matter if this person doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm deceiving because I'm into Trump. Well, a lot of people are going to have a big headache soon with a lot of truth that's coming. So, you know, this person thinks I'm copying her. Well, if you go and check the channel, there's no comparisons of what we're doing. Yes, I've never slagged her work off. I think, you know, she did a good job when she was doing the videos of rented in this. I don't know what she's doing now, because to me, she's just dragging herself down. That's not my fault. That's her own fault. Yeah. So I'm just being myself. And like I said, the truth that you can go through with me is you just go back to my first videos and you'll see that I always sat up here. I was always pumping a good vibe out. Just because I've come into my own knowing, on my own path and my own enlightenment and the way I do it, you get these people that get jealous. You know what I mean? So there's beautiful things coming in. A lot of things that I've been dreaming about are coming in. A lot of things, something really good happened yesterday, which I'm not going to tell you about yet because it's something for the new year. I don't want to put that energy out there for people to take it down, because that's what people do. She taught, yes, and I will bring that up. Yeah, exactly, Dave Moore. So let's play this, because I am just doing, funnily enough, the picture that I did, you know, because she likes to slag my artwork off as well. So the picture that I'm working on now was a higher self picture. Now, I'll say this now in case I forget. Melissa has been listening in. And do you remember the other day when I said I'd been to a Reiki? Now, what happened was, I drew a picture of this energy that I saw, and the Reiki healer saw it as well. Now, I drew this picture, and I just decided to put stars on it, and it was a blue picture, a blue being energy, which I've always seen, and a bit of purple, because it was like, you know, the electric violet blue, which is your crown chakra anyway, right? So I decided to put stars on it because it was cosmic energy, which that is cosmic energy. So I just put stars in it. It was initially just blue, and then I just put stars on it. This is how Melissa works. She saw my video. She's put up on a community page. This is where it gets really, it's just ridiculous. She put this picture up. I've seen this picture, and it's a bit out of like the film, is it The Knowing or whatever? You know, it's like the Cosmic Universe face. A lot of people have seen this artwork because it goes about when you're taking quotes. Melissa decides that this is why she thinks I'm fake, because, yeah, it does look a bit like that picture, but mine's not got metallic on. But I only put the stars on it to represent, because it's a metaphor of the energy that I saw. Hi, Crystal Fizz. I used the Dolly Daydream picture. Crystal Fizz in chat is a beautiful person, and she did the Dolly Daydream cartoon because she's a tattooist, and just thank you for that, it's beautiful. So she put on her page the cosmic face. Like I said, a lot of people have seen this. I've seen it. Yeah, she is making herself look very foolish because she's going through my videos trying to get every little piece. This is what mainstream do, every little piece that makes me look like a deceiver. So she's put on here. This is just to show how people work when they're getting bad energy stuck to them. I don't know the name of the artist who painted this, neither do I. This painting is actually entitled The Cosmic Face, just saying. Most of us know that. I get ridiculed by Dolly. No, you don't get ridiculed off me, love. You put your crap out on me, and then when I make a response video, you get offended. Because of how long I've been on this awakening. So there's that thing of, I've noticed a lot of people go on about how long they've been on it, right? Doesn't really matter. Because I've been in this, you have to understand that I have watched so many videos and I've read so many books. It's funny because I've watched a lot of videos and I've read many books, even years ago when I was younger. And these people are the sort of people, the people that go into a chat who go on about, you shouldn't be reading books, you shouldn't be getting your information from anywhere. Yeah, they've read books and they've watched videos. I have had so many natural insights. We all have, because we're all on the path of enlightenment. We all have visions. We all have experiences. It's all about experiencing. So there's, apparently no one else is allowed to do it. So when Dolly copies a picture from the internet, there we go again, wrong again. From the internet, I know exactly where she's got it from. Just like this one, she even copied the title. I copied the title, The Cosmic Face. I didn't say anything about the cosmic face when I was talking about my Reiki. So, yes, it looks a bit similar, but mine didn't have stars in it because I just explained. I just doodled them off after because the Reiki session I was in was in the cosmos. If anyone's ever been to Reiki, and when you feel like you're floating, and the being that I saw, it looks similar, but it isn't similar because that's more metallic. But yeah, I know where she's coming from. But see how she picks everything I do to try and say it's deceiving and it's bad. It is ridiculous. If this woman knows the Enlightenment, then you'd know you'd see similar things anyway. And the person who did this painting, of whoever the artist is, because a lot of people have seen it, draw the metaphors and the visions that they see are very similar, because, I mean, this is what's going on. So, you know what I mean? But to say that she thinks that I don't do the work. I've just gone on the internet and gone, oh, that's a good picture. I think I'll just, I will in a minute. I think I'll just put it up there. No, I explained I went to a Reiki healer and that's what I saw. But this person cannot leave it because this person doesn't understand me. Yes, it is a jealousy problem. Dolly, you are of light, and your aura today reflects the negative that's being sent out. Yeah, I can send you. Oh no, I don't feel like that. I just feel it's very. I think these people need to see what they're doing, because I want her to heal. You know, I'm showing it as an experience because these people need to take responsibility for what they're doing, because it's not just her, it's the dark forces that are about. The more dark you feed in, the more jealousy's on the spiral. Remember, jealousy is on the spiral, and that's a lower frequency. So the more you feed into that, the more the dark energies will feed into you. That's what I'm trying to say. And the only reason I bring it up, like I said earlier, is because people need to see that in chat. You know, there might be people that are coming over here and there's people going on at them. So I'm not doing it because I'm bothered. I've got great things coming in the future. I'm quite happy. It's just because people need to see how these entities get into people. And like I've just said, if she wants to come and talk to me live, because I think that would be good, let's do it. Air what you feel it is that's hurting you, and I will respond to it. But like I said, when people do this is like work of the mainstream media. This is what they do. To say that, because she doesn't understand, obviously, you know, she should understand if she knows about enlightenment and how people get things in and how you see energy and the colours you see of energy, and you do see forms. If you go and listen to my video when I talked about this, I said it was a blue energy with violet round. I added the stars because it was cosmic energy anyway. So yeah, slightly looks like that picture, but then again, nothing like that picture. So there we go again. When you're trying to tell your followers about somebody else, you know, it's ridiculous. And those people will sit in chat going, yeah, she is. Because they follow and, you know, believe everything someone says just of their perception, because that's what they think is going on. I think personally, it's very sad. And I wish this person could just heal herself and actually see what they're doing. Then she perceived to say, I'm not one of them that covers things up, do you know what I mean? Whether you speak up or not, the narcissist, she's talking about me, psychopath, apparently I'm a narcissist psychopath, will be plotting and doing whatever they do anyway. Somehow, when narcissist abuse is happening, because she's going on about when she was younger and I dated a narcissist, I know what a narcissist is. Somehow, when a narcissist abuse is happening, the person going through it goes in silence for many reasons. There are certain patterns that exist in the dynamic. One thing I had to come to terms with is this woman will not stop. It's funny that, because you're still at it. This woman will not stop. What? Not stop shining my light. Not stop shining my truth. No, I won't stop shining my light and my truth and my path to other people. If you don't like it, stop watching. Talking about the signs and signals will help people recognise these people who are beyond help. Really, apparently I'm beyond help. Okay, unfortunately, it's true. My 18 years living with a narcissist who started the abuse when I was 17 years old. This is on a community page, by the way, so anyone can go and read it. I have only slowly wised up. So when Dolly Daydream, the name, yet again, things started happening, even though It was a difficult situation. I had the knowledge and experience to recognise the game she plays. What game? The game in your head that you're playing. It was difficult of the abuse, but I'm glad I went through it, because we're all glad we went through certain traumas, because it wakes you up, because it's allowed me to see different angles. Not only that, it allowed me to look at myself more deeply, and it's helped me so many other ways that I will share you. See, before I speak out about something, but you don't speak out about anything properly, because you say all this stuff, but you don't actually say anything about it. I make sure that I have I make sure that I have my facts straight. No, you don't. You don't have your facts straight, actually, and I'll tell you that right now. That I have my facts straight, and I'm 100% sure. Okay. The intuitive empath souls will not be silent. This is about ethics and the way you conduct yourself. That's why the last experience with Dolly. What last experience? That's why the last experience with Dolly, who is coming to a spiritual community that is about being honest and genuine, and it really shows a new level of deceit and insidious behaviour. Just saying. Yeah, she's putting me little words in there, just saying. It's ridiculous. What spiritual community, Melissa? The one you're in that you want, like, what community? You want to be the leader of the spiritual community or the YouTube community. Apparently you're not allowed in unless you ask Melissa. I'm not in a community. I just come on here and we have a vibe tribe. And that's it. You know, on my platform, and that's it. Apparently I didn't know I had to ask you for permission to be in, I don't know, whatever this community is. So just saying. So I just wanted to put that out there. No, it's not Maria, and that's why I say she can sit there and say what she wants and tell all her little people in a chat, oh, Dolly's bad-mouthing me in the smear campaign. You started the smear campaign. But because you want everyone to feel sorry for you, and I just don't know what it is that you're doing. I do feel sorry for you. I really do feel sorry for you. I feel sorry that you can't see the entities attached to you and the dark. Projecting her. Yeah. And you keep saying that I'm in your mind space. I'm not in your mind space. You're holding me there because you can't let go of whatever it is. So, like I said, I'm going to play this video and it says a lot. And then I will ask her out. And let's see what response she comes back to. Let's see. She does, yeah, exactly. And I'm not doing this out of spite. I just wish this person could heal. I really, really, really do. I really do. No, I'm not Van Craig. If you go and listen to what I said at the beginning, no, I'm not. I'm giving my energy to her. As in, my energy's light at the end of the day. So, but dark feeds off light. Yeah, but I'm a bit stronger than that. Do you know what I mean? I don't put up with the bull crap that's going on because, like I said, the dark forces are very strong at the minute, and a lot of people don't see it. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, after this video, if she just continues, it shows where her mindset's at. I'm asking her if she wants to come and have a chat. And she can bring all the facts and evidence of apparently all these facts that she's got, that I'm 100% this, that and the other. And I'll have a look at it. But facts aren't going picking a photo on the internet because she's taking her energy to go and find a picture like, I've seen that picture before. Oh, she's got it off here. No, I didn't. You weren't listening to the video, obviously, properly. Anyway, the video is, I haven't listened to all of it yet, but a lot of it is to do with Trump and that as well. Yeah. The thing is, I know what she's doing, and Susie Q, I know what she's doing, but I just wish she'd see herself what she's doing to herself, because the demons lie within everyone, and the demons are you yourself. You know what I mean? That's why I've been saying a lot of clearing needs doing. This is why we're going up to the winter solstice with doing what you love and love what you do. Stop focusing on other people and focus on what you focus on, you know. So, as I'm just sat doodling, like I said, my picture, it was Magenta Pixie. And a lot of these people don't like Magenta Pixie. They've said out loud that they don't like Magenta Pixie. And these people, I wonder why. Can't think why. But this was just great that I want you to listen to. So I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to put it down. But it was this.
The year that we've got left. And I keep feeling drawn. Like
it was Magenta Pixie. and it was the light of 2021. Now, we've all been talking about this. Most people who are tapped in are talking about where we're going at 2020 and the next 4 years when Trump gets in. Well, I can't say when Trump gets in, he's in anyway. Yeah, she can. If she wants an adult conversation with me, I'll come as an adult conversation. It's not about screaming at each other or anything. It's an adult conversation because I understand where she's coming from, but she's blaming the wrong people around her. And I wonder who are the people around her. Yeah, these people don't like Magenta Pixie. They've said, and a lot of people that go on her side don't like Magenta Pixie as well. Can't think why. I like Magenta Pixie, but it's all that thing of who I like, they don't. So let's divide. I don't like Dolly. I'm not interested. So, but this message in here is what a lot of us are saying anyway. So I'm just going to let you listen to it.
The end of the year, even the new year point after the solstice. And for me, it's like a big
Can you hear it?
At the end of the tunnel. And I keep getting this feeling like, I wonder what the Nine is saying about this. I wonder what Magenta has to say. I wonder what Magenta's feeling that's coming up for the end of the year. And of course, Jen's been in my mind a lot as well. So I'm really excited to see what you both think and feel about this. So,
well, right at the beginning of the when they told us to go to our houses and not go out, we are speaking in code, by the way, to anyone listening. So bear with us on that. Around about March, when I looked forward, I saw this situation in various guises occurring for the rest of the year. I knew right back in March that this was going to be 2020, the whole of 2020. You know, there was no sort of stopping and going back to normal or anything like many.
Because I think there's a lot of jealousy out there, Susie Q, and I've seen people from her chat that do other videos. They've slagged off Magenta Pixie, probably Jen. They've slagged off Charlie Freak. Lots of people, you know, lots of people, and this is why I find it so. I am doing the right thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not afraid to talk out. A lot of people say in the community, the spiritual community, don't talk out. No, you should do. There's a lot that got into the spiritual community to make people sit down and not shout out. I'm having an experience like she says she's having an experience, and it's just an energy experience, and it's not what's meant to be going on right now. You can't blame others for your life and what happened to you. Take responsibility for the choices you took and stop blaming people around you because you see someone in a higher vibration and you don't like it, and then you go through every opportunity to go through every video, every art picture and say it's something else when it's not. Do you know what I mean? That energy that you're taking out to do that, Melissa, is why you're not concentrating on yourself. Why are you trying to blame others for the way you feel? If you're feeling down or jealous or irritated or frustrated or not listened to, that's you in yourself. That's your demons you need to still go and deal with, and that's what's coming up within you. It's not me. So I'm not taking it personally. It's not me. You need to realise it's you. It's you and your demons within you, because there's something you watch me and you probably resonate with and you can't get over it. You need to go and look at yourself and go and do some more shadow work, because that's what we're all supposed to be doing, is still releasing all the work for when we go into 2021 and the 4 years that, yes, Trump will be in, get used to it, of what that's bringing with a lot of healing. But like I said, we'll listen to this because they said it so well.
People thought, no, this was 2020. But what I was seeing is some kind of resolution around the end of 2020.
Well, it's not always that, is it, Mark? Some people are the ones that got bullied and they get older and they want to bully. Sometimes the bullied want to be the bullies.
20 with light. All I was seeing in 2021 as we were going.
Now, remember, I had a dream a couple of years ago about, I got told, she'll probably say something about that because it's anything I put out she goes against. I got told I was going back to heal and I was going to heal people. I got told off the Reiki healer the other day when he touched me, went, "You're a healer. Did you know you were a healer?" I was like, yes. And I had an experience when I went in the Reiki's room and was like, it was like a past life thing. Don't have to explain that and tell everybody everything because she wants to know everything about everything. That's just so she can pick at it like she does and say something about it.
2021 was light. So I was thinking and perceiving back in March that this is a 2020.
By the way you get rid of bad energy and that is talking about it. That's why I'm getting rid of it and bringing it up and talking about it. People who suppress it, that's when you feel bad. So that's why I'm saying, Melissa, if you'd like to come on a live show, not a live show, not pre-recorded, live, with someone who I know could be, you know, like the mediator, even though it's not a debate, it's just so you can put your stuff across and I'll put mine across and then let it go. If you can't let it go after that, I'm giving you the opportunity, because this is what you've said in your chat you're going to do it, or you could go live. You know, with people watching, they can make their own mind up. It doesn't matter. It's not about who's good and who's bad and who's the best and who. It's not about that. You can release it and let it go. And then if you carry on after that, yeah, you can write it down and release it. That's the work people should be doing, but a lot of people aren't. Then there's no, do you know what I mean? That's up to you at the end of the day. That's up to you. Oh, I'm a warrior, Mark, and I don't do what others do. Some people might go, oh, well, I wouldn't do it like that. I'm not like that. I'm individual. We are all from the one, but we're not all, we do it individually. There's light workers and there's warriors. I came in near the end of all this, and there's other ones. There's another ripple effect that's going to happen with the election. People wake up at the right time for the right thing, you know. So she talks about being ridiculed. Everyone's been ridiculed.
Thing, and everything starts to change in 2021, and that we see the beginnings of the new earth, and that's why we're experiencing light. Obviously, we've now gone through the year. We're now in November. So what I see from now to the end of the year is obviously the same sort of thing, but with more of a clarity, as we're a little bit closer now than we were in March.
I'm drawing at the same time.
What I'm seeing is, you were saying you were sort of whizzing to the end of the year, and I see it like that as well, hurtling along, you know, really, really powerful speed, like a snowball going down a hill, gathering momentum, gathering snow, whoosh to the end of the year. And it is very much a 2020 sort of program,
When the universe knocks on your head when you're doing something wrong and you keep repeating patterns, it keeps knocking you on the head, and you can have accidents or worse things happen because it's trying to tell you, what are you doing? You know, you're not breaking your cycles, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. When you feel crap about yourself and down and you think someone's on the attack, it's the universe tapping you on the head saying, focus on yourself. You're not focusing on yourself, so you're going to get all these feelings if you think someone's doing something to you. No, it's you, because you're not focusing on yourself.
20.
She even went out of the way to make another channel up under the name of something like The Deceptions of Narcissists or something like that. Made a different channel up just to slag me off on it. That says something in itself. Who the hell goes and makes another channel and people saw it, I think she deleted some stuff of it, to just put out their feelings about me on a separate channel? That's why I'm saying, come and talk about it then. She also went against a friend a few years back called Fifth World. I'm not afraid of saying this because a lot of people saw it happening, and they had a bit of I don't know, whatever was going on there, because I didn't really know what was going on. So just saying.
Situation, and I'm talking about from a metaphysical and spiritual
and there's people in here that know that.
I don't mean from a planned point of view, coming in from either a negative group or a positive group. So it is this sort of chunk of time, 2020, hurtling towards the end of the year with these. I wouldn't necessarily see this as much as I did in March as a cut and dried end of something, resolution, and the beginning of light. There's more nuances, it's more blended now, because I think that as we go towards the end of the year, there's this revelation that is really coming up, and coming to the people in not in one great big hit. A few things are one great big thing, but then there's a reaction to it. So some people are not believing what they're seeing, and they're all having their own subjective feelings to these revelations. But by the end of the year, these revelations will be in the public domain in various ways. And as we go into the new year, I do still see this light. I definitely see the beginnings of the new.
One of the biggest problems is she doesn't like the fact that I wouldn't come together with her and go on I think it was a meditation. And also because she knows that I'm a Trump supporter. She says she's oh, because I've exposed Dolly. You didn't expose me to being a Trump supporter. Everybody knows there's nothing new. I was taking the mick when I said that, and that I'm into Q. Is I don't really align with people. I don't mean, it's not that I don't like people. I don't really align with people who don't get it with Trump, because you're gonna see that anyway. At the end of the day. But just because you think Trump's not good and I talk about Trump, you think I'm deceiving for the wrong side. Well, I'm telling you what, I'm not. And that's not a, oh yeah, no, I've done the research. I don't sit and listen to people, even people on YouTube who slag Trump off. They don't know, they haven't researched back in his past. They just regurgitate all the stuff about the Zionist stuff, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And when this hits, because it already is everywhere, and when he gets in, well, he's in anyway till January, and he goes for another 4 years again, a lot of people are going to crumble. And a lot of people are going to crumble, and 45 in the house now, a lot of people are going to crumble when they actually realise, you know, it doesn't matter if you say you're not into politics, I'm not, it's beyond that. But if you're sort of saying, oh, well, I'm not really bothered, but I hate Trump, well, that shows you are bothered because you hate Trump. A lot of these Trump haters are going to realise that means you're consenting to the other timeline. And the other timeline is the New World Order. And the other timeline is Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a paedophile. He's a lot more things as well. And if you only go back and do your research and realise what he was doing and how he touched all those children up and what his sons are part of and this, that and the other, you know, you're going to see, you know, so I stand strong in my truth, you know, that is what's coming, just like these great people know, and a lot of us do as well. Yeah.
Energies, but there's still a trail of the old order going into 2021. However, there is a big, I won't say event necessarily, because it is a convergence, and that does present as a multitude of different events, but it does appear like there is a significant energy on the winter solstice or summer solstice, wherever you are in the world, the 21st of December. As we go into next year, it's almost like the old order is trailing through, but what's actually happening is a fall.
And the thing is as well, to try and be going against people that are just on the path is ridiculous. But I forgot what I was going to say, then it's just gone. For someone who's sat, I mean, I'm a deceiver, okay, but I'm putting out positivity all the time, singing in the kitchen yesterday, because that's how I felt. I'm showing my energy of how I'm feeling with the energies that are coming in up to Christmas and what we want to do in the new year, and giving people hope. And a load of people saying the spiritual community, oh yeah, false hope. No, hope. If you haven't got hope, you've got nothing. If you can't shine your light and realise you've got to go within, helping people. I am helping people. I will shine the light, and I will toot my own trumpet. I know what I'm doing. But this is where the dark gets jealous, because it's like, oh, do you know what I mean? How can you be a deceiver, putting past, she just thinks I'm a deceiver because I like Trump. But apart from that, when I come on talking and I'm happy and I'm like showing you my artwork, and, you know, because my artwork's so evil, I'm showing you my artwork. This will be going up for sale when it's finished, by the way. It's a higher self picture and wisdom picture, but I'm sure she'll probably go and try and find a picture that looks like that and say that look where she's got this picture from. Do you know what I mean? You're the deceiver, because you're trying to put out false narratives of your narrative about me. This is how mainstream media works. So, you know, I'm a warrior. I know I'm a warrior. She called me stubborn once. A lot of people have called me stubborn. The Reiki healer said I was stubborn. My fella says I'm stubborn. Stubborn is a strength. It's not, you know, when you're younger and you think, stubborn, yeah, I'm a bit stubborn, or I don't like that about myself. It's coming into balance with all of yourself, all your facets, all what you would maybe call as the shadow self. I'm glad I'm stubborn, because it's a sign of strength. I will not bow down and go and sit in the dark and be told to bow down against my beliefs. It's like my fella. We're not exactly on the same path with certain stuff, but we see each other's intentions are good. But I won't bow down to something because I've been suppressed in the past off a narcissist, to bow down my beliefs of what I'm into, my spirituality, my path. You know, when I said the other day about You know, I've always been a bit witchy-woo, which means spiritual anyway. I've always been into that. I said it could be perceived as Wiccan. She went on about that and started saying she's having dark spells put on her by a Wiccan. Wiccan's a religion, I'm not into religion. There's a book there. My fella brought me that when we first got together because he knew I was into alchemy. Everything's alchemy. But these people are now, she did a video calling out pagans. She was calling out Wiccans, like trying to make out that was evil. She obviously hasn't done her homework on that. There's evil in everything. There's evil people in the pagan community. There's evil people in the Wiccan community. There's a lot more beautiful people in the pagan community and the Wiccan community or the witchcraft community. There's dark and light and everything. These people always see the bad in everything. They don't do the research. She's just saying she read a book on Gerald Gardner. Whoopie-doo. I don't necessarily think he was a bad person, but the mainstream media will say oh, we might have had a few things where they took the clothes off. Whoopie-doo. I wasn't there. And I don't do that anyway because I'm solitary. But these people will always feed into stuff because it doesn't fit their narrative. So when it doesn't fit their narrative, they think everything's evil. That star right there, if you see it the other way around, that's when it's reverted. That's the goat's head. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, this is how the dark gets in, you know, and deceives the people. And they like to call out people as deceivers. So, yeah. Oh, you'll have to go back.
Old order.
Well, hopefully
And
she'll come and do a
whilst
show
there
with
is
me. We can have a chat.
An intention coming from that negative group to build this old order up into its new configuration, speaking in code, whilst that intention is still there, the whys and the wherefores and the means to be able to put that timeline into practice is just constantly being blocked and shifted and changed. Different people will...
I'm only doing this because I want to show people how the dark works, and you might be going through this yourself somewhere on something, you know.
Experience different things as well. So star seeds, aware individuals, truthers, patriots, those people are being drawn into...
And if she doesn't like what Magenta Pixie's going to say in a minute about Trump and all that, that's where I lie with it, exactly what these women say. And if you don't like it, fanfare and see you later. Go and do your own work and go and concentrate on yourself.
Revelation, which they're already aware of, being shown to the world, this event type scenario that's occurring, this light coming into 2021 and this new earth, this sort of abundant coming into their own.
You know, and these sort of people with that sort of energy will go, oh, well, I had that and I saw this in a vision, blah, blah. Yeah, but we're all seeing it in a vision because it's a collective consciousness. I saw my vision 2 or 3 years ago, whatever it was, and if Dave Maud's in here, you'll remember, a lot of people will, the dream that I had when my mum was here and the energy that went over my mum. And I told the Reiki healer, and I got told what I got told in that dream that I was here to do. That's what I hold on to. So I don't listen to other people telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing, or, you know, even if they don't understand it or understand it, it doesn't matter. But for someone to blatantly tell people, if a load of spiritual people got together, because remember, you're spiritually born, you don't come into a spiritual community, you are spiritual anyway. If we all sat together and came to a meeting, which, like I said, we may do that, what we did with Roxanne, in the very near future, if we all sat together, the similarities of things that you've visualised, messages you got through source and through other beings would be very, very similar, and similar colours, like I said, the being that I've decided to call Indigo 7 because I'm an indigo soul. That's what was projected on me as well. And there are indigo souls, and I think she's trying to say that that's not me. It's like you would have the same sort of thing because everyone has them sort of same experience because that's what's happening. I don't get what people don't get. You know, Susie Q, I'm definitely thinking about doing that at some point when the energies have calmed down a bit, maybe next year, maybe summer. Because when me and Roxanne did the Really Woke Show one, and we said we'd do it once again, but we believe, it's going to be better when the energies of, when the truth comes out and where everyone sees certain stuff, that we could do it in the UK. And then, if anyone wanted to come from America or whatever, maybe sort of something like we had that Really Woke meeting, maybe we could do that, because obviously I still go over to Roxanne's channel, and we did do that, was it 2 years ago? I don't even know how long ago it was. you know, and I'd met quite a lot of you. I'd met a few of you, and it was great. But like I'm saying, if we all did that, you would come up with the same sort of things. And she put on a channel the other day trying to say small minds talk about people or whatever it is. That's all you've been doing. But actually, we have to talk about things and people and the things that are going on in the world right now, because it's the heavens playing out down here. It's already won up there. It's all being played out down here. So I don't go with all that. There's certain stuff I don't go with. There's certain stuff in the community, the so-called spiritual community, I don't go with because the dark got in there as well. This isn't a time for just sitting and meditating and so on and so forth. This is sitting, meditating, boots on the ground, talking out, getting rid of it, releasing, doing the hardcore work. Yes, a lot of people did that years ago, but this is it. This is the change. This is why Donald Trump's in. So if you don't like Donald Trump, you know, and you come in here, I mean, some of you, there might be some that don't, but you still watch me. See you later. I ain't bothered about my channel going down or whatever it is that this person likes to try and say about subscriptions. It's not about that. I'm not monetized. I'm not here to be famous. I'm here to show people the light, give them a frequency and give them hope that there are good people around the world, Melissa being one of them. You know, she does her own thing. I'm not saying she hasn't got a crap channel. I've never said that. We're all doing it together, but we do it in individual ways of how we each learn. I can go to another channel where they're talking about the light, maybe with different words. I've said this before, but I just don't resonate with how they're putting it across. It doesn't mean I'm not into him. I just need to go listen to someone else how I understand it. You know, some people go to Charlie Freak and have no clue what he's talking about. I can go to Charlie Freak and the way he does his metaphors, and I understand everything he's saying. If I showed that to my fella or my mum, they'd just be going, yeah, but that's not like... I've said it's like Harry Potter, you know. It's like caterpillars don't understand butterfly language, right? Until they rise and become a butterfly, and then they understand the butterfly language. And I've said before, I've never said this person was bad. I hated this person. I just don't resonate. I don't have to. I don't have to be a friend. I don't have to be anything. It's just, you're on your path, I'm on mine, but we're all doing light work, which is great because the people that go to that channel, if it's lifting them, you're doing the work. Any channel that's lifting people is doing the work. This might seem that it's not lifting people. It isn't. It's just shouting out the facts of the dark energy that get in people. That's all I'm trying to show. Yeah, analogies. Yeah, I love analogies. Do you know what I mean? So instead of attacking me, which is not the real, I'm not the cabal. Do you know what I mean? You're going against the wrong people. Anyway, let's play this a little bit longer as I'm sat still doodling. I will go for it, Mark. I'm not... I am who I am. I'm not trying to be somebody sat down there with a loincloth on going, oh, there's people who do that who are great people. I'm doing it the way I do it. And if I want to say something of a response to the things that people keep putting out, I will do. And then if I go away again and think, oh, well, I won't do, that's up to that person if they want to keep carrying it on for weeks and weeks, which is what this person keeps doing. Yeah, it is my path. You've all got your path in you're on your path. It's for nobody. Even I've come to that consumption of like, don't try and tell people how to do the path because we've all done that. You wake up, the 3D shit that's going on, you wake up, you want to shout, you want to get angry, you get on your path, you want to tell everyone how to do your path. I've even had to withdraw from that, like, sorry, do your path the way you want it to. We are the core in the middle and we branch off, but we all come back together. So I just know that I'm here to spread my light, spread my joy, let you sharing how I make myself happy and showing you my path. It doesn't mean what works for me will work for you, but some bits might. Some bits might, because we're all different and we all understand things different. So there we go. So yet again, Melissa, do you want to come for a live, what would you call it? Understanding or understanding? I am asking you out. So when you go and comment in your comment section, would you like to do this? Because I would like to talk to Tatted T. I know you've spoke to Tatted T. Tata T is a great person to do that, to go on his channel live, so everyone can see it. You know, if you're genuine and you're standing in your true authentic self, you'll be able to come on, speak your truth, and I'll speak mine, and then let it go. That's a release. It's a healing, because some people feel like they're not being. I think you feel like you're not being listened to. You're not being listened to in a sense of it's like, but you can air this thing that you obviously want to get out because you keep talking about it. Because I've seen it. So I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm stepping up to say, would you like to do that? If not, that says to me, then why carry on trying to smear the hate for me? That's all I'm saying. Because that will say a lot. That will say a ton of that energy that's about you at the minute. Thank you, Susie Q. And I think a lot of people understand when I come on and do my thing, and some people see it as, oh, don't get involved and it's draining your energy. It doesn't drain my energy, because I know every time I get prodded from dark energy, it pushes me higher, because I won't allow it. I do not consent. I'd like her to heal her inner demons. So I'm just saying, it isn't a shouting match. It's just, would you like to come on and show your evidence of whatever it is that you've got bubbled up inside of you? And I will make a response to that. If you don't want to do that and have the response put back to you, you shouldn't be putting stuff out. You shouldn't be sitting in a glass house throwing stones. If you don't like the response, you're on a platform on YouTube. Yes, it's a bit like, well, you're up there, you put yourself out there. Well, yeah, you've put yourself out there as well. So expect a response. Don't get offended by somebody saying something when they're just trying to make a response of, oh, you shouldn't be trying to offend yourself because you know where you are. Yes, I do, but should you be on YouTube if you can't take it? Anyway, where is it? But this makes a lot of sense. Please go and listen to Magenta Pixie at the light of 2021, because it makes so much sense, and I hope she watches it and it makes sense to her, and then maybe she'll calm down a bit.
Into their own divinity in the physical world. The aware individuals are sort of going into that new Earth timeline. But the others, those who are not necessarily aware, truthers, patriots, light workers, starseeds, the ones that have been asleep, the ones that are shocked by the revelation, it's a different journey for them. This is something that
the journey that the new awakened souls have got to go through when this all drops in the 3D. Do you know what I mean? This is what we're here for. This is why I said stop fighting with other people and let them go on the path. Return of the Saxon. Wicked Bitches of the West. Yeah, and she said something about Viking sort of people with red hair. Funny that, isn't it? What I was talking about the other week.
We are going to see as fantastic and beautiful, even though from our point of view we're looking at the others going through this shock situation, and we're feeling compassion for them, and we're feeling for them. What we're experiencing is a beautiful new Earth world where we're coming together, and it's wonderful. The great gathering and all of those things are really, really occurring and really, really here. But for those individuals who are asleep to this and who go through the shock, it's much more difficult. And if you're an indigo soul and you think of all the...
And I think she also thinks that we're saying she's asleep. She's not asleep, but she's asleep to what's going on with the whole... A lot of people are asleep to, even spiritual people, to the whole thing with Trump. He is a light worker. He is a light worker. He's not a malice, nasty person. If you believe that, you're reading the wrong shit. You're reading the wrong shit. You're reading mainstream media crap. That's all I'm saying. If you can't see why that man was asked to come in, also, if you know Laura Eisenhower's great-great-granddad, of when that plan came in, she even put a video up about Laura Eisenhower. I was like, well, Laura Eisenhower knows. Do you know what I mean? Laura Eisenhower knows. We all know there was a plan put in place. And it's really funny as well, because it's like, if you know real manifestation, it's been manifested in. Something had to change in the 3D to bring change, and the change is happening. It's in front of your face. But naysayers still, I shall have none of his. Yeah. Oh, we've got a. What is it? Listen here, pagan. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. You know what I mean? So I'm not even bothered if I get silly comments after this about this, that, and the other. See, like this bamboo craft here. The only thing I will manifest is your downfall. Ooh. You know, there's people that go on from her chat who say they talk to Satan and everything, and they talk to the. It's like whatever.
Times in your life where you've gone
Haters
through
gonna hate.
challenges and you've gone through shadow work with your spiritual path, and you've had to break down to rebuild up again, or you've lost everything and then you have to start again. We've been through all of those things, which is why we're coming to this sort of place of this divine new earth experience.
Won't bring my downfall.
Those individuals haven't
Got to stand in the light.
They are going through that now. So whilst we've all been through this dark night of the soul experience in 2020,
yeah, you get what you give. Exactly.
Into this, what I would call the breakdown and then the reconstruction. So it's the first stages of that carbon to crystalline change, which is challenging and dramatic and difficult, and it can push people into resistance. So those of us who are in this more flowing new earth, divine, abundant energy and seeing it and creating it around us will be in positions to be able to help the others. And
see all the hate in the house, all
this
probably her.
energy
Don't know,
at
be
the
someone
end
off her
of the
chat.
year, you're right, around the solstice,
See how the energy
around
comes
Christmas
in.
time, in December.
See how the energy comes in off beautiful souls talking about light, and all these people that do round tables with each other, even if you don't like them, they're pumping out positivity, good people, and all the people come in. And then they make little new accounts up when they come in again. Oh, and then they put little things up in different languages. I've had it before. I know how it works. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. This is how the dark people work. But the dark is falling and all will be seen, because it is being seen. And this is why I had to bring it up, because this is what happens. I've had this in chat before. When you're talking about something somebody doesn't like, that's how they speak, and they come in with a certain language, and that gets shown. And I bet you any money that's someone off that side. So, you know.
Is huge. It's almost like if you were to imagine I use the term swamp, you know, which is used by many.
When people come with hate and certain words, it's because they don't like the self, like this person here. You don't put English in, then no one knows what you're saying, and that's why they do it. So if that person who's not talking English, come in and talk English, otherwise you will be seen as a troll.
If you were to imagine a swamp and actually putting your hands in and trying to take out a little bit of the mud and the slush, and then just thinking, it's not enough, I need to get more of this sludge out, and putting your hands right into the swamp and bringing out a huge piece of that swamp. That's kind of what's happening in December. It's like a real deep dive, and what I'm talking about, the metaphor of all this sludge, is revelations of that which has been hidden, truth being shown to the world for the first time in this dramatic way.
This isn't the truth for us. We know this. This is the truth of the people who are asleep, the people who are not conscious of what's been going on. She knows that. I know that. But it's like they don't want, I don't know what it is. They are going to see the truth, and it is going to be a trauma, because that's how you go through a transformation. So the whole world's going through the dark night of the soul of the people who are just waking up. You are going to be there for the people who are just waking up. That's what it's about.
At the same time, we have all these cosmic alignments, and because the spiritually aware star-seeded individuals are opening their hearts and are creating a critical mass energy with their own coming into this abundant new earth energy, that's creating even more powerful shifts and experiences for those that are already awake. And in the middle of all this, we have this two-world split.
Yes.
So this is almost like the breakdown before we can move forward and unify.
Sorry, I'm doing
We're
work here at the same time.
within this aware
Well, there's another one. See how they come in?
but we are on a journey to unify with.
They come in, there's a person off who goes in a channel who, it might be, I'm not saying it is, but they always come in under different names. And I've had someone who's been trolling me for quite a long time from America, who's a guy who doesn't really put himself up on screen. He comes under all sorts of different, and he comes in, he always putting his energy to try and come in and say something, I'll just delete it. And that's the sort of people they are. They don't come with no solutions, they just come with hate. If you're not coming with a solution or trying to lift people's energies, what are you? You're obviously a dark energy, or you've got entity structure, because you go on about, oh, the love and light tribe, but you're actually not. What are you doing? What are you bringing to people? What are you bringing to your own life? What light are you bringing to other people? I'm just showing an example of how the dark works. That's what this video is about.
Entire community of humanity, and that doesn't happen yet. The unification of all of us is further down the line, but we are unifying now through December and into 2021 with all the like.
And what Magenta said there, that's right. We're not all unifying at the minute. Everyone's yeah, well, we're not all unifying at the minute because a lot of people are divided. But when they actually see what's been going on and the stuff with Trump and what he actually is and what he has been doing, then the real unification over the next 4 years of Trump being in the next 4 years, to all the haters out there, you will be soon seeing. That's when the unification starts and the proper healing. The healing, what we're going into now to December is, I have said, retreat, look after yourself. I got it in the cards again today. I'll show you if I can find them. Because the next, it's not like the truth's going to come out. These big things are coming out about, you know, the 3D stuff. That, oh, we're all going to a new earth straight after Christmas. No, there's still a lot of work to be doing over the next 4 years and beyond. But it'll get easier and easier, and the beautiful things will be coming in with the healing and certain things that will be going on. But apart from all that, there's still a lot of work people need to be doing, the new solutions that are coming in. And I was having a chat with a friend about something about some beautiful stuff yesterday, and she's like, yeah, I understand it's this. And we're talking about these solutions that will be coming away from the old system and the garden, the corrupt corporations and all the sorts of different things out there. Do you know what I mean? So when these people come in and all they can do is put bad comments up, ping pong between each other, yeah, they're not talking about any solutions. You know, your work is to go and make a solution or bring in something new with a new creativity, something, bringing that into the new world, not trying to fight against people who are really on the same side of the stuff that we want. We want unity in the end. We want the world all in abundance. Do you know what I mean? So why are you taking it on yourself to tickly throat, to downtrodden on people's path? Like I said, sorry to all the spiritual people that are out there who are really soft. I'm not a soft spiritual person, because a lot of people out there in the spiritual community think that you have to be really soft. It's not about that. We might go there in the end, but we are actually in a spiritual war, so you can't be all soft ass. At the end of the day, just because you're spiritual doesn't mean you're a spiritual doormat for people to walk all over. At the end of the day, you're all born from spirit. You don't come into a spiritual community. She keeps talking about this spiritual community I've come into. There isn't a test I have to pass with those people to be spiritual. It's my spiritual path. So that's another ridiculous statement to make.
And we're becoming more unified than we have ever been. So this is kind of what I'm seeing. What about you girls?
Yes, and as a bit of Femin said there, it's a path to new earth, slowly, gradually changing depending on your vibration. Exactly, and this is what these people have got to understand. Straight, honest words which you speak. Some people don't like it. She won't like it. And people will say, ooh, you're feeding your energy to... I'm not, because I'm in a high frequency and I know how these people work and I won't let it affect me after. It's just when I feel like I need to come and speak about something, my throat chakra doesn't shut up. Do you know what I mean? So, sorry.
Shall I
Hi,
speak?
Ninja Man.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I really read
And I've met Ninja Man twice as well. Up to there, Ninja Man.
with everything that you said, Magenta. It was amazing, and it really helped put dots together, and yeah, really, really powerful.
We're in a spiritual
And,
war
it's
right now,
definitely
so
sparked
I
off a
ain't
lot
backing
of
down
kind of, trails of downloads
with
for
my
me.
path.
So what I've been shown, and this is connected to what is going on astrologically.
And this is what I mean, Monica. You've just said, "Oh, we are the first and second wavers." There's many different wavers that are coming in. There's another set that are going to wake up when all this shit happens. Do you know what I mean? These people go on about past. Oh, we were this, as if they're the only ones. Everyone was meant to wake up at the right time. They were meant to wake up at. So just because you may have been woken up years ago, yes, you may have knowledge. That doesn't mean anybody who's freshly woke. I'm not freshly awoken. This person thinks I'm freshly awoken to, to the corruption side. Not like, oh, the government's a bit corrupt. This, I knew about that. I'm talking about the underlying bigness of how deep it actually went. Not the spiritual realm, not the energies, apart from I wasn't seeing it like I see it now because it's a lot stronger because the veils are thin. I've been like that since a child, which I tried to explain in as I was younger, which she's tried to twist again. So like I said, Melissa, do a live video chat with me and we'll have a discussion. Get back to me, put it back in one of your comments or on your channel. I'll do a live video with you. We will chat this out so you can release this negative energy you have against me.
Day, and there's this big Jupiter and Saturn alignment, and according to the very top astrologers, this date marks the true birth of the age of Aquarius. So it's unequivocal, like we truly are entering into that threshold on a particular level where we
I'm
are
working as I'm
age of
talking.
Aquarius. And so I think with that, there is so much momentum astrologically going on around that date. And it's also connected to the eclipse. I think the eclipse is on the 14th.
And the thing is, what people have got to realise is the archons and all the negative energies, they're looking to get into people because of all the shit that's going on now anyway. So people try and make out it's other people. It's not. They attach to you when you're feeling that way.
So what I'm hearing is dark to light, from darkness to light. And I think that's very much in alignment with what you were saying, Magenta, that somehow there's going to be a deep dive into the darkness. And this could be revelation time, this could be disclosure, this could be drip, drip, flood. Like we've all been waiting for that drip, drip, flood. And so I'm getting goosebumps. So there is a strong chance that could be December is going to be when it's no longer drip drip. It's like it's actually a flood, and there's going to be.
There's going to be a flood. There's going to be a tsunami of information. A lot of us know that. A lot of us know that, and that's when. This is why I say, all light workers out there, you need to power up in your mindsets because we know what's coming, and we know it's good. How the others are going to feel because we felt like that when we first woke up.
You know, it's taken a long time for us truthers to get to this point where finally we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, that there is going to be a little bit of, expose going on around certain members of the DS, deep state. So I see that going on, definitely. I see a shift. I think that the white hats have been in full control and on the higher dimensional levels, and I think that what has been playing out is a revealing. You can't tell people, you have to show them, and that is what the administration has been doing.
And that's what Q said, you have to show these people.
By exposing all the corruption, because it's so deeply ingrained, this allegiance to the opposite of the right. Do you know what I mean? This allegiance to that is very, very, very deep and very illogical and very, very irrational, it seems. So it feels like, it feels like the white hats are in control, and they're controlling the agenda, and then we are going to be moving towards more of an expose. That's what I feel about December.
Rudy Giuliani.
First December Ascension Horizon event. What I've been shown is that there is an alignment with galactic.
Why do you think Trump had a picture ages ago with Barron and Melania when they had the glasses on, looking up like the solar eclipse? Same.
Central that happens every year at the solstice, and when we make that alignment with galactic central, we align with these photonic light particles which spew forth from galactic central, and these photonic light particles are a little bit like locks that interact with our DNA, which is like a
bit like the orbs,
and they send information to our DNA to start upgrading, to start rearranging from a chaotic two-strand formation to a a 12-strand diamond structure again. This is exactly what Magenta was saying about as we shift from this carbon to crystalline, we shift from this 2-strand configuration where our DNA was manipulated probably around the time of the fall of Atlantis, and it was shook, it was shaken up, and it was taken out of this diamond structure. And
that's why with the vaccines, they're trying. If you actually look into that, Mark Bajinsky put a video up the other day. If you haven't been to Mark Bajinsky, he's saying about what it does to your DNA. This is why the people who will go for that, from the Bill Snakes one, it messes your DNA up. It will switch you off basically to what's coming. They don't want people stepping into their own power, stepping into the higher self, which I do believe this is what this was. But yet again, Melissa, you were wrong. You took a picture off the internet and tried to say that I'd copied it when no, I didn't. It was the energy of a blue energy, which you should know is up here, and the bluey, why do I not, I can never say that word, violet light is your crown chakra. And that's what I saw, and this person just doesn't get it. And because I just chose to put little stars in it representing the cosmos, because that's all that picture is off the internet, most people have seen that. I didn't copy that picture. I draw in my books of, she'll say, oh, she had to defend herself. She had to validate herself. I don't need to do that. But you should know that if you know about proper energies and what people feed into. And this is why I'm not going to play all that. I'd just say go and listen to the Magenta's last chat with the 3 ladies on the alchemical round table, because it's all about alchemy. You should try and listen to it, Melissa, and really understand what's going on, instead of calling people out and trying to fit things into your narrative to try and look like I'm lying about what I'm doing and I'm the false light. You saying that is saying something about yourself. I've not said you're the false light. You act like you are because of what you're doing. I don't think you're a nasty person. I don't hate you. I don't want to be friends with you because that's me stepping in my own light. I don't need to be. I never was. I don't know you. I used to watch a couple of your videos, and you were connected to Fifth World, who you also fell out with at some point. You wanted me to come into meditation. I didn't want to. Now I realise why. Now, future proves past, why I'm glad I didn't, because my intuitiveness, my own, told me I didn't want to get involved with your energy. Sorry if you don't like hearing that, but I don't know why you're so focused on me and so upset that I don't want to be part of your so-called community gang, whatever that is. I don't want to be. I've said it before. I'm not interested. I will come for a chat if you want me to. I am putting that up now first to say, if you want to come for a live chat to air your big smear campaign on me, let's do it. If not, it's going to say something about how you push forward. Just let me check something with what you want to bring into your life, basically. So, have a look at something. Yes. Because you just put something up now on her community page, because obviously you've been watching me. Our lives begin to end the day we become, because she wants to put quotes up, silent about things that matter. Martin Luther King. Our lives become, well, and she's putting something up 9 minutes ago, don't delete your comments, even though she's deleted a lot of her comments, and a lot of people who follow her delete comments as well that I've noticed on the channel. So she's obviously going through a big thing now because she knows that I'm saying something. But, where's... something popping over there. She put in one of her community pages, Even though my back is turned, I still see you. She's talking about me. When you stop focusing on the particular thing, look at the whole picture. See, she regurgitates is what I say. If you go and look at past posts, you can start to see clearly. It's frightening changing. It can be scary facing yourself. I see the only way to help the world is for me to honour my words, taking responsibility for others' actions. That's because I've been telling you to do that, because you don't, because you focus on me. I'm really looking at your intentions behind everything. I know what my intentions are. Sometimes you have to turn your back. Well, turn your back then, Melissa, and stop focusing on me, because it's all there. You know, it's ridiculous when you go on that much about someone. Like I said, name pops up a lot. She thinks I'm the narcissist that she's been trying to deal with for 3 years. No one's been after you for 3 years. Narcissists are obsessed with us. No, you're obsessed with me. So Melissa, seeing as you're watching, I have said yet again, come and have a live chat. You've said on your channel that you want to, you know, put this out there for once and for all. You want to do it. You've said you wanted to do a live video to get it all out. Come forth then. Come forth and we'll have a chat. You know, if you don't want to do this, like I've said, if you don't want to come and chat like two women, divine women, and then you carry on because I've asked you to come and do it, that's up to you, you know. But to keep going on and on about someone, I would just say the biggest advice I could give you is stop tuning into my videos. Stop picking up everything thinking it's aimed at you. Stop looking at things that I'm drawing and doodling and saying it's all yours or it's not this or she's done that. You are focusing too much on me. And you will crumble if you do not focus on your own thing that you love to do. Do something good and put it out into the world. Shine your light and put it out instead of trying to wonder how someone's got this and where someone's got that from. We're all trying to do a path and it's not going to do you any good in the end because all this comes together at the end and it will all be seen. No one does it the same. Oh yeah, they do, Lizzie, and then they try and say that it's the other person. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, looking at the wrong people. I am not deep state. I am not from the dark. Just because you don't understand certain things like paganism, sometimes the paganism, and you're calling out Wiccans because that's what you've said on your channel. You think it's the dark and all that. That's your perception. But that doesn't mean everyone who's in that community is bad. That's just a really silly way of looking at stuff because there's evil and good in every side. So, do you know what I mean? I will leave it there because I am so excited when I was writing in my diary, and I've got something coming next week that you'll all love. I think it's just jealousy when someone can come up with so much stuff and so much creativity of when you're talking on your videos. I sit in front of the camera. I am not in fear. And you get a lot of people in the community going, oh, you shouldn't be seen and heard. Yeah, in the past, it was about that. This is not the time for not speaking out. I'm not talking about speaking out about people. I'm talking about the real evil, not the so-called division. It's to shine your light, to show people in these times there are people that care. I come on here as much as I can and I can't stay away. And it's not because I want to be famous. It's because I'm trying to show people there's a channel, not just me, loads of other people that a channel, this is a channel like the mainstream, that people are trying to shine the light when people are looking for a frequency that's going to lift them instead of bringing them down in what's going on in the 3D now. Whether you believe it or not, or you believe you shouldn't be looking at it, people are, and I understand that. So I want to be there for the people, not you, Melissa, or the people in your chat, because obviously if you don't like me and your people don't, you're not for my chat, you're not for this chat room, you're not for me, I'm not for you. You go and do your own thing. Concentrate on what you're doing. I'm for the people who resonate with me, you know, and the way I bring my truth. and my light. I want to lift as many people up as I can, because yes, I am one of them people. The Reiki healer said to me, have you always opened your heart? Yes, and I can't help it. But I'm not just going to let anybody in and like let them drag me down when I see what they're trying to do. I'm just here to show people in my daily life of how I raise my vibrations, and the knowingness that I feel here and in my gut of the new world that's coming when we all begin to raise our vibration. No matter if it's, oh, she's evil because she believes in Trump. A lot of people think that, but patience is a virtue, I tell you something. That doesn't really matter, because I know what's beyond that, like many other people do. But what I am saying is, to come against somebody who is blatantly raising people's vibrations is a jealousy thing. Is a jealousy thing. Because when you're jealous of someone, there's something within you from either past or whatever it is that is not liking something because you don't like yourself within yourself. And you need to go back and look at that. Instead of blaming, you've put in your post about responsibility. Well, take responsibility. I don't need to take responsibility, or even of this, what I'm saying now, because it's not me who did the whole hit piece. And I take responsibility in my life of what I'm doing around my friends and family and stuff like that. This is all gobbledygook. It's a YouTube channel, and you're trying to go against someone you know nothing about. You just think you do. You know, I could say to people in chat, you know, well, you lot might think you know me, but you don't. You know what I mean, in that sense of things. But like I said, I've met up with people off my own chat in real life, and they've seen who I am. I've had people stay at my house. This is not validation of I to have validation, but I know who I am. So all this is just relevant, really, unrelevant to what's going on in the bigger picture of, I mean, what is it? Looking for sympathy because you've had a trauma in the past that you're obviously still not getting out of your system. So you look at other people, because all this woman does is tries to slag me off and then go and check this video. This proves the fact that Dolly is this, and then puts a video about narcissism in there. That's not facts. That's just you putting your perception across of a narcissist. I know what a narcissist is because I dated one, and I know exactly how they work. They spin everything, just like you say. That's what you say. Yeah, that's what they do. They spin everything and project. Exactly, Dolly keeps right. Yeah, she can't come to speak peace. She can't. So that's why I've said, I've put this video out because I felt like saying it. So when I feel like saying it, I have to bring it up. She will feel that as well. Yeah, past trauma, exactly. She will feel like that as well, because that's how you release stuff when you talk to people. So that's why I'm saying, Melissa, I'm asking you, would you like to come for a nice, calm chat about why you're feeling like this? Because you're telling other people are telling you and emailing you. Who are the people around you right now? I know there's people that watched both of us, and if there's people in the chat going back here saying this, that and the other, it's ridiculous. You didn't out me to anything. You think you outed me to being a Trump supporter. It's like, I talk about Trump all the time. So I don't comment often, but I always check in Dolly. She's a breath of fresh air and a crazy mixed up. Well, thank you, Lizzie. And that's what I'm saying. It's so crazy with the energies going on. People are getting confused with the energies that's about them. These entities try and get in. They will try and get in when you're feeling like that. So you'll be made to think it's someone else. I am not doing anything to you, Melissa. You're doing it to yourself. You're saying you've been abused 2 to 3 years now. You're saying you've been abused off me. I would love to know what this evidence is and what this big thing is that you're trying to put out. So please come forward. I am asking you to come on a live chat, to be true and authentic. You know, don't be in fear of coming in a live chat. Come in a live chat. Let people comment. Let people see. Yeah. And let's do this. If you don't want to, then really you need to sit down and be quiet and get on with your own thing, because that's just going to show something. You can't go on about evidence, this, that, and you sound like mainstream media. Come with evidence, right? Collect all your evidence and your little pictures you like to put together or whatever it is. Come and have a chat. Put your side across and then get ready for my side. Because this is what you've said. If you don't want this, because you'll probably put in another comment that, oh my God, I'm being attacked again. You're not being attacked. You're having a response made to the stuff you keep putting out and won't let go of. And keep moaning about ending it. We'll come for a chat then. So everyone can see it. So everyone can see where you're coming from. You know? Because you will be watching this, or people will be saying, oh God, have you listened to this? Blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I'm saying? And then end it. And then it'll clearly show after that if you're still not letting it go, there's something within you need to let go of. 43 and 34. You know, it's not me trying to get at you. You clearly wanted this because you've asked, and you've even said in other posts and videos that you did a few weeks ago that you were going to do a live video and you want to end it and you want to bring all the facts out. We'll do it then. But when you're doing a video on someone, you need someone to give a response back of the person you're trying to bring down, just like mainstream media do. Like, yeah, they cut people up like they did with Paul Boyce the other day when they don't give them time to speak and they cut bits out and edit it. You said you like editing, funny that. Have a real in-time chat about it so people can see, you know. You put this out there, so take responsibility. You wanted this given to you, this airtime of like me talking about you, obviously, because you feel like you're not heard to. So take responsibility, like you've just said in one of your posts, and let's do this. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm not telling you to do it or pushing you to do it. You know, no matter what posts come out next after this video of, oh my God, I'm being abused and attacked. You're not being attacked. There's a difference. There's going in on the attack on people like you've tried to smear me, but turned it around saying it's a smear campaign against you, yet you were the one who put it out. Someone makes a response and you don't like it, so you're saying you're being attacked. There's a big difference with being attacked and having a response. If you don't want to do it, fine. I wish you well, but just stop with everything you're doing and go and concentrate on yourself. That's all I'm saying. And that's the truth that I'm speaking. You know? If you're in fear or something's bubbling up and you think you can't come and speak live, that's just showing you haven't got anything to come with. Because if you wanted to bring your A game, then you would. If you wanted to do this big unravelling of what you think, then you would. Yeah? I know, this is why I'm asking you, because I know my truth and I know my strength and I know I'm standing in the light and I won't put up with no bullshit. But you can carry on doing it if that's what you choose to do, because you've got a free will, maybe until you move on to the next person that doesn't agree with you. I don't have to agree with you, Melissa. That's your biggest beef as well. Oh, she doesn't agree with any. Yeah, I do chuck people out and delete people who make silly ass comments that are nasty, nasty comments. So what? I'm transparent about what I'm doing. You have deleted messages off your chat because I've seen them. And you also go on about people making money and asking for donations. Yeah, you've asked for donations in your links because you want to go to America for something, for some project that you're doing, but you don't actually bring that up, but you sneakily put it in your links. So calling the kettle black there, you know, you call people out, yet you do it yourself. So, but I do it openly. And it's not me who asked for the donations. My moderators put it in the chat and I read off what they're putting. So yet again, you are wrong again. You just make things up. You add 2 and 2 together and you come up with 10. And I just felt like I needed to make this because it's not really aimed at you. It's aimed at the energies like your energies that are going about now, because a lot of people, this is why I say power up, armour up, because there's a lot of dark entities about. And if you are in some form of depression, anxiety, jealousy, hate, all that stuff, that's all dark. Remember that I brought the spiral up and the spiral down. When you look at that, if you're in that spiral down, entities can attach to you with the dark energies. So like I said, check out Magenta Pixie because it was ace. But like I said, I am doing my art pictures. And like I said, she is wrong about the picture that she brought up before and slapped it all over a community page. Just shows you yet again where that person's mindset's coming from. And these will be going up for sale. I'm just going to pick out the wisdom deck today. But this is why I say we're in a spiritual war. It's not about sitting down doing nothing. You're fighting the wrong people, Melissa. You are fighting the wrong people. You're not really going against a proper dart. You're just going against people that, I don't know. To me, it looks like jealousy. Thank you. And that's not meant in a nasty way. See, people get offended by, you're getting offended because you're getting all emotional about something. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, don't be offended, because that's what people start, reacting off. Yeah, Melissa has had a chance to expose Dolly on her channel. Big opportunity, but to take Melissa, or are they all lies? What are you saying, Melissa? This is what I mean. Melissa comes with stuff on a channel, doesn't really elaborate on anything, and this is why I said she's got the chance now to come on with me. Because all it is when you go on your own channel is she'll say what she says about me. You could say I was saying this here, and then people on her channel believe that, people on this channel believe that. But she's already putting a projection up, so people in that channel will just agree with that because that's what the people ask. That's why I say come on to someone else's channel. I know a good person who could do it, where we both go in. It's not my channel, it's not her channel, and we speak. Then you can bring all this up. You've had opportunity after opportunity to do it, and you haven't. So I'm giving you the invitation to do it. Like I said, you don't have to. But if you don't, it's up to you whether you want to carry on this big... I don't even know what it is. This big woe is me victim thing, It's not about drama. It's about doing your dharma. I've said this and said this before. So... if it sounds like I'm moaning on here, I'm not. She'll probably say I am. It's not about that. It's showing, and everything is about your own experiences on your path. This is an experience I'm having. She's perceiving it as an experience. Fair enough. But at the end, thank you. At the end of the day, I'm just bringing up an experience because people I know are having these experiences off the tube out there with friends, family and everything. You know what I mean? So, and all I'm saying is just carry on with your own life and do what makes you happy. She should be doing all the things she did before, making her happy, not trying to call people out this, that and the other. I'm just making a response because it is getting absolutely ridiculous. And we want everyone to be in that, in that energy. She does as well. So I do stand in my truth, Effie. I won't... Oh my God, the card I've just pulled out. Just looked at it and went... 17. Sisters of Seasons says, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Well, that's what we're all going to. We are all sisters and brothers out there. Cycles of growth. It's all about growing from your experiences and the natural law and the divine order that comes in. You're fighting against the wrong person, lovey. You are fighting against the wrong person. You are fighting against yourself. You're fighting against yourself. The one who's abusing you and the one who's all these words that you keep putting out there, it's you. You are your own demons at the end of the day. It's you. So, yeah. And this is why I say sisters of the seasons. The seasons we're going into now, I've said, go back, go within yourself. We're going into winter solstice. You're supposed to be powering up for what's coming, releasing everything. So you can bring these new energies in. You can't bring new spanking gorgeous energies in when you've still got all this staleness. And we're all doing it. But this is what you're supposed to be really working on now. Is to get rid of all that sort of energy. So I'm going to go. Because I've just got to go and do something to this picture. And another picture. That's why I thought I'd come on. Because I've just been filling it in while I've been chatting a little bit. But yeah. So... I'm not sorry about going on about it because at the end of the day, like I've said, I'm giving someone an opportunity to stand up and be heard because that's what this person apparently is crying out for. So there you go. So there's your invitation, Melissa. Put it in one of your community posts and we'll see. If I don't hear back, then I take it you don't want to. That's up to you. I'm not saying you have to, but if you're going to carry on, I'm just going to shine my light even brighter and do my uniqueness that I do on here. And Effie has just put in chat, if you'd like to make a coffee donation, there it is in live chat. Okay? Transparent, like everybody should be. But yeah, and I will be coming with something new next week. I'm just trying to think. So if anyone's joining in the whole booklet thing, see, I come with new ideas all the time. I just go into myself and all these ideas pop up. So, and it's not like nothing new that people aren't trying to help people with writing things down and all that. We're all doing that, but it's just showing you. So if you're doing anything with the booklet with the spiral, I'm just thinking we've got to do the hand things. I haven't done my hand thing yet, with the picture, but we're doing that. Also, if you want to join in, start trying to collect some pictures or like magazines. They don't have to be dear or anything, because we might do something fun at one point. But if you collect a few now, for maybe in a few weeks, got something fun for you to do. Because this is just about taking you away from everything else that's going on, and getting in a different mindset and not concentrating on too much of the 3D. You're not in it. You're just being aware of it. That's why these people get mixed up. Like I said, I'll be finishing this off. And then these little pictures of within me will be put up for sale on Dolly Lama very, very soon. Yeah, I just feel sorry for her. I mean, I think that's what she wants off people. I actually do. Because I just think, oh my God, you're not working on yourself. Work on yourself. Nobody's perfect. But when I'm in a joyous moment, I will bring it like I did in the kitchen yesterday, singing, because I know it's needed. I have discussions with face-to-face friends about what's going on, and newly people that have just woke up to their own divinity. I'm waking up to, when you wake up to your own divinity, oh my God, does the dark come in. And it comes in shapes of energy, people, all sorts. And they try to bring you down, because it's like, oh no, she's woke up to a true divinity. Let's try and drag her back down, back into the matrix. It's not happening with me, because once you know, just like the 3D, it's the same, as above, so below. You can't shut your eyes to it. You have to go up. Why would you want to go back down? You just keep rising, even if you I don't mean scared, but even if you're like, well, it's that unknowing. Well, the unknowing's always scary, and that's why a lot of people go back down. I'm like in wonderment of, well, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing I can pull in? What's the next creative thing I can do on YouTube or in my life or with my craft or whatever? Everything, omnipresent in every, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. No, they don't like you happy at all. They don't like you happy, but I don't let people, take that down. Even if someone does, you just get back in that source again. You get back in that, breathing, and you just bring it back in again. You're like, that person's thoughts and perceptions does not determine who I'm going to be in now and in the near future, and my higher self. I do. And if I let them sort of people and that energy. So when I'm next time I come on and I'm talking about energies, don't take it to heart, to Melissa, that I'm talking about you. If you're perceiving that, because I will say energy, that means energy and people. If you're in that energy, then yes, it's you, with loads of other people around the world. Get over it at the end of the day. It doesn't bother me. I am the one who takes me into my own higher states of consciousness, nobody else. The only thing that other people do is bring you down, unless you're around people that bring you up. Now, if this person isn't around people that bring her up, and it's people who are always whispering behind the scenes and going, oh, you should do this, and oh, look what she said, they're not good people. I have good people around me that tell me good things, and boost me up, and they would be actually saying, why'd you keep going up? Like, I would be saying to her as a friend, why'd you keep doing that? Why don't you just concentrate on what you're doing? Do the thing that you love. What is it that you love? Right, go and do it. Go and put that out. Go and make good videos of this, that, and the other. I've never said her videos were rubbish or anything like that. She's just doing her own thing and I'm doing mine on our paths. When you're buzzing, I get powered up. Yeah, and I get very powered up in other ways. I come on feisty sometimes, like I am today. Sometimes I'm like all giddy. Sometimes I'm laughing. Sometimes I'm singing. I have many faceted sides of myself, and it's all about bringing them in balance, not looking at them going, oh, I hate that side of myself. That seems a bit stubborn sometimes. Oh, you hate it. Where's the hate coming from? Look at your chart. It's coming from lower states of consciousness and a frequency. Why would I hate myself? I love the side that I have, a stubborn side, because it's needed sometimes. You need to look at your facets and think, yeah, you can be a bit of a pain sometimes, but sometimes I actually do need you. I do need you. So bring it into balance. It's when it's all out of whack. We all know we're trying to attune and align. Oh, but I will say, apart from that I've just had to put out, I'm having a fabulous time. I am actually bringing in dreams and wishes and manifestations that I've wanted, and they're all coming in so many different fabulous ways of people coming in my life again who went and came in again. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe you know this, that and the other, and you know that, and that's going to help me do this, this and this. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. So I'm so looking forward to the winter solstice. I am ecstatic about what's going to happen next year and beyond. You know, even with people losing the crap, I'm still within what's going on with me. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to what's going on with you lot. I'm so loving the fact that people are waking up and getting on the path, even if they're in the first stages of, oh no, you know, and all that. That's how we should be looking at it. It is so beautiful sitting back. That's why I've not really talked about Trump and Q for a while, because I don't need to be. I'm watching the show roll out, and it's fantastic. And people can't say there's nothing going on. There's shit loads going on there if you can see it. So Camelot TV just put, yeah, I've not even been watching much. I've not been watching much. I've just been doing my thing. So I'm going to go now because I've been on long enough. Like I said, there's an invitation there to anyone that watches and is lurking in the dark and likes to go and whisper over there. That's fine. I've said it all. There's an invitation there if she wants it. If not, oh well. So, you know, I say keep an eye out everywhere. So that's that. That is that. That is done. That is all I'm going to say on the subject. You know, and what more can be said? If she wants a discussion, she'll come for a discussion. If she doesn't, that says a lot to me anyway. So, yeah. You can go up and put all the little posts you're putting up now of little videos that you want to try and, you know, you say about, I'm trying to validate myself, you're trying to validate yourself. Well, maybe just come to terms that we're both good people, but we just do things differently, which everyone should, because it'd be a boring world if people didn't. Yeah, well, that's why I don't watch all that and them sort of channels of the people that follow her who've got little channels, because when you watch it, it's just like hating on a lot of people. They're not actually bringing much to the table of, right, what are the solutions and what is it? You know, why don't you go and do other videos with other people and talk about good stuff that's coming in, and why are you so fixated on what I'm doing? I'm not a channel with millions of people, and even if I was, so what? So yes, Susie Q. So I'm going to go and carry on with these paintings, something magical I want to do to them, and then I will see you soon, and have a great weekend. Like I said, keep shining your light, don't let people bring you down, do what you love and love what you do. You know, and I'd just like to say to these people who, all these energies that do that, in these times of mental health, because everybody's got it, no one's free from it. I know somebody who's going to a funeral today of someone that hung themselves, and I'm being very serious. So really think about the energy you want to put out when all you want to do is bring people down in the times that we are in now. I am not trying to have a go at you. I'm trying to make you see what you're doing. Take responsibility, because you don't know where people's heads are at. And I do look at you as like, I think you're quite fragile, you know, fragile myself. But like I say, make sure when you're on a platform that you're a pretty strong person, because you can get flack from everywhere. But take responsibility about what you're putting out when you haven't actually got the facts on things, because what's going on now and what's about to go on, again, with other waves of people waking up, a lot of people are doing this. And this is why I try to bring a positive vibe to my channel, because there's people around me and people I know and people, you know, that I've just met, and people who are taking their lives, and that is real shit going on in the real world, and I don't stand for it. So I don't stand for people that are trying to bring all this crap up when there's real shit going on in the world and people don't want to look at it. So excuse me if I want to be on my channel singing, dancing, drawing, doing whatever it is to try and show a little bit of light out there, with many, many people all over the world that are doing the same thing. That is the message that and that is why I'll stand up, and that is why I'll carry on doing what I'm doing, putting a frequency out, and that is the truth. So I'm not into all the so-called light workers that don't want to look at the dark and don't see things that are going on out there, whether you believe in it or not, the Matrix or not. That shit's going on, and the mental healing that needs doing on many levels. We're all in it. It's not saying, yeah, you've got it. You know, we've all been mentally ill, you know, society, because of the shit they've put on all of us. That's why we're trying to release it all. And that's what we're going to be here for when the second lot of shit happens and when people wake up to it. Yes, it is sad. And this is a lot of people not understanding, or they're getting other people not understanding them and they feel like no one's understanding them. That's why there's many channels on here, as well as Melissa's, because like I said, she's got good stuff on her channel, who are helping people see certain things so they know they're not crazy, and they know there's people out there like them that are talking about certain things. Like I said, we're all individuals. Some people come to my channel, some people go to hers, some people go to someone else's. So it's like the tree and the branches. You all go to who you resonate with, and who you understand more. It doesn't mean that person's bad and you're better than them. No, it doesn't mean that. So that is the message I will leave. And that's probably what's got me worked up today with the feistiness of, that's what's happening today. A funeral of a young boy. Yeah. So really think about what you're putting out, because it ain't going to affect me, but this isn't talking to me. This is talking about people that do this on here and everywhere else. That's real shit, and that's what's going down. So maybe them energies around me right now about what's going on, and people close to me that are going into that energy today of a young boy and a mother losing her son. Yeah? Exactly. And this is where a lot of people will go when the shit does hit the fan, because they won't be able to fathom what the hell they've been living in. So excuse me for coming on my platform and shining my light. And that's all I'm going to say on it. I'm not going to bring this up again with this person, you know, because I just thought she might have been getting over it, but obviously she isn't. I don't want to know, but I will give you the chance to come over to speak on a different channel if you so choose to. If not, good. Carry on doing what you're doing. If that's just going up against me all the time, that's up to you. I'm not interested. I've got bigger and better things to be going to in my life, bigger and better things to be bringing to my channel that are going to help people. The people in my channel that want it. Not other people who don't like me. I'm not interested in people who don't like me. I'm not interested in people who come making silly comments. If you're making silly comments, you're taking the energy to come out and comment. But you don't like me, but you want to watch, but you want to comment. That's why I don't go and comment on yours, because I'm not interested. You know, I'm just interested in the people that want the help from whatever I'm putting out. Thank you. So there's the big rant over, but it's not bad to rant. People will try and make out it's not. There was a message at the end, and that was the message. There's real shit going on, and there's people that need help, you know, and that's how I've always been. I'm not backing down or shutting up or, oh, I have to be quiet about this because I'm spiritual. It's not about that. I'm not a doormat, and I don't stand for it. So see you all very soon. Like I said, have a great weekend. Do what you love and enjoy, and try and get out in nature. You know, even if it is raining. That's what we're going to be doing this weekend. And yeah. Well, that's the thing with trying to ignore the dark forces, but the dark forces now are being looked at and brought out and unearthed, because if you ignore it, it's just what happened. To me, it's what happened in the past. Everything's brushed under the carpet. I don't mean with this person, I just mean literally of everything that's going on. So, no, you know, there are real dark forces out there, and they do attach to people when you're in them lower spirals. So, yeah, for next Monday, make sure you've got your notebook and pen. If you actually do send, if you want to, what I'd like to say is, if you want to send any pictures of any work you're doing, please send it to me email, and I can show people. I can bring it up and show people. It might be on my phone or something, but you know, we're doing the hands of the past you and the new you want to be. I haven't actually filled mine in yet, but I will do, and I'll let you know. I think, yeah, collect some magazines or something, some old ones. It doesn't matter, because we might just have fun with that in a few weeks. I'll give you a chance to do it. There was something else. Can't remember if you need anything. I don't think you do. Oh. Thank you. So, yeah, like I said, yes, it is, Mark. It is peeing it down. It is. But that's cleansing in itself. That's another thing of cleanse, people, cleanse. Cleanse, 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 cleanse. Like I said, for the people who think I'm up in their aura, I'm not up in your aura. I'm in your aura because you're making me be there by thinking about me constantly and watching me and looking what I'm doing and thinking about me and thinking that I'm in your energy means that I'm in your field because you're actually thinking about me. It's you that's doing it, by the way. Lower vibration, dark forces, feed. They do. And to have a charge, what do you have to have? If a negative energy wants a charge, what would they have to have? How does a charge work of, say, electric? How does a charge work? That's the right way of saying it. How would a negative charge have to ignite that spark, if you get what I'm saying? Not ignite that spark, but how does electric work? Does it just have a negative point of, I don't want to say it just before I go. Positive and negative charge. A positive has to have a negative. Blah, blah. It's about balance. But you see, negative sees a positive and goes, ooh, I want to feed off that energy. Yes, bit of venom. Exactly. So the negative will seek the positive. The positive doesn't really seek the negative. But I'd say the positive is stronger. Negative will always try to, yeah, it will do, because it doesn't really have, it just doesn't have a lot of energy. Yeah, balance. So I'll see you all next week. Pens and paper at the ready. If I remember what we were supposed to be doing. I know we're showing the hands. If anyone wants to show their artwork, if Effie could put my email in, you can send it to my email and I can show you pictures. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just trying to think that we did the spiral, we did the hands. I might just be talking on something and then get you ready for something that we're going to do, give you a week or so to collect some bits, something we're going to do that's fun, and it'll take you out of your mind for doing something else, because that's what we're trying to do as well. We're not being unaware of what's going on, we're just trying to not look too much, come into balance with everything. Yeah, so I will see you all soon, and like I said, power up, armour of God on, where we go one week wall, and I'll see you soon. Bye.